What do you do when life is more than you can handle? What do you do when life seems overwhelming? What do you do? When you don't know what to do, number one, trust in the Lord. When you don't know what to do, you say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in my marriage. I don't know what to do with these kids. I don't know what to do with my job. I don't know what to do about my health. I don't know what to do about my business. I don't know what to do. I'll tell you what you do. You trust the Lord.
When you're under attack, it's easy to think, I can't go on. The lie Satan wants you to believe is, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can't keep doing this. His lying voice says, you can't keep going. It's too difficult. You can't do this. That lie is most powerful when you're lonely and tired, when you can barely summon the strength to get up, let alone keep going. Have you ever been there? Maybe you're there now. Don't quit. Don't buy into the lie that you can't make it. God knows what you're going through, and He'll give you the strength to make it. If you quit, you'll never receive the reward. Satan wants you to quit before the harvest. Don't do it. Don't quit. You've tried to share your faith at work, and all they do is reject you. Don't quit. You invited your family to church 100 times. They won't come. Don't give up. You've lived a consistent life at school, and all it earned you is being made fun of. Don't quit. You lost someone or something important. Don't quit. Don't become weary in doing good. For at the proper time, at God's time, there will be a harvest if you don't give up. Don't quit.
We have got to get to this place where we refuse to. Like, you're not going to like this. Ready? Quit quitting. Quit quitting. I'm watching people in this season quit like nobody's business. We're like quitting everything. We're quitting jobs. We're quitting marriages. We're quitting our relationships. We're quitting our faith. We're quitting church. We're quitting our calling. We're quitting our teams. It's like people are quitting like left and right. Why? Because they are not holding on to their destiny. Come on. You might be one step away from a breakthrough. You might be one day away from victory. You might be one moment away from your second Samuel, where all of a sudden you pass the test and now God can promote you into this new space. You see, we don't quit because it's hard. We quit because we lose hope. You can deal with hard. You can't deal with a heart full of depression and despair and discouragement and defeat. And hope and despair can't exist in the same moment because they sit on the same seat. And what happens is we don't see instant results, and so we kind of give up. It's too much for us. We want to follow and see instant fruit. We want to trust and see instant answers. We want to obey and see instant breakthrough. But I think some of this season, God's just saying, will you keep following me even if you don't see results? It's literally an invitation. I feel like God's extended. Will you keep following me even if you don't see results? See, nobody can stop you from your destiny. The only thing between you and where God wants you to go is your willingness to strengthen yourself in the Lord. To look for Him for hope.
Don't quit. When you feel like quitting, don't. When you want to give up, don't. When people don't give you credit, keep going. People may try to discourage you from chasing your dream. Don't quit. They will call you names. They will question your motives. They will attack your family, and they will spread evil gossip. Don't quit. Satan will attack you with all his might. Satan will use people, even people you thought were God's people, Satan will use to speak against you. Don't quit. Keep going. Because you've got something that matters too much to stop now. God's rebuilding process in your life. He's going to give you back everything the enemy took away. You're going to get it all back. God's got a plan and a purpose for you. And with His help, you are going to rebuild your life and you're going to come back stronger than ever before. You're going to make it. When critics come, when things get difficult, when doubt starts to creep in, don't quit.
We all want to be conquerors. We just don't want to conquer anything. We all want to be overcomers. We just don't want any obstacles. We all want to be victorious. We just don't want to have to face any battles. But this is why 2 Timothy 2:13 tells us, if we endure, we will also reign with Him. Do you know why we don't reign? Experience the victory of God? Because we don't endure. We just quit too fast.
Many are convinced that when trials and hardship and opposition come, that means Jesus has abandoned you. In the moment of struggle, it's easy to buy into the lie that Jesus is nowhere to be found, that He's ignoring you, He's left you alone. But true riches is finding His grace, His peace, His mercy, His love, His joy. It's discovering His faithfulness and knowing Jesus is watching over you. And you often find that in the middle of difficulty. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. You serve a God who is bigger than any problem, difficulty, obstacle, or struggle that you have faced, that you are facing, or you will face. People who come against you need to realize that they're not just coming against you, they're coming against the God who created you and loves you and stands with you and walks with you and will carry you through to the other side. You're on the winning side. James chapter 1 verse 12. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, because when he stood the test, he will receive the crown of life God has promised to those who love Him. One day, I want to stand beside you in heaven and together receive the crown of life, because when difficult times came, we stayed faithful. If you're going through a struggle, if it feels like everything's going wrong, if life is falling apart and you don't know why, remember this. You can trust Him. He's been there. He sees you. You're not alone. Stay faithful, because even when people lie about you, Jesus knows the truth. And because He's been there, and because He sees you, and because He knows the truth, you don't have to fear. God is going to reward your faithfulness. Listen to me. Look at me. You are going to make it through this. You're going to make it. And on the other side, you're going to receive the reward God has promised you. I know it feels like you're losing. You feel defeated. But the day is coming when you'll be victorious, and you will stand and declare the faithfulness of your God, and you'll celebrate that He brought you through.
Can I just tell some of you just need to hear this today? You're building a great life. You're building a great legacy. You are building a great family right now. You're building a great marriage. You're building a great business. You're a part of building a great kingdom. You're a part of building a great church. Come on. This is not the season to quit. This is the season to strengthen yourself in the Lord. And look to Him for hope instead of the world for despair. And hear me, this is not a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's a daily choice, man.
It's called endurance, perseverance, tough-mindedness. You never quit. No matter how impossible the odds, no matter how tough the opponent, how dark the hour, no matter how high the mountain or how difficult the climb, don't quit. Never quit. A mountain climber climbs mountains. He doesn't quit halfway because the climb is difficult or because he's tired. He goes to the top. Are you getting this? Don't quit. Life with Jesus is not guaranteed to be trouble-free. Don't quit the first time there's a problem. You'll still get sick. You'll still have flat tires. There'll still be opposition. When trouble comes, don't quit. Keep moving forward. Forgetting what's behind. Straining towards what's ahead. I press on towards the goal.
This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to sit down and complain. This is not the time to blame everybody else. This is not the time to be offended at God. This is the time for you to look to the Lord for hope in a world